Please introduce yourself, Skittish.
Hi, I'm Skittish Cat. I had to go put pajamas on because corsets are hard to sit in. I will be playing Mary Kathleen O'Brien. By the way, don't sit in a corset. It's very uncomfortable. That was your public service announcement.
Nice.
Last week we met with Terrence and his Dreamwalker friend Grace. And while
We got to be cryptic to the cryptic people.
Yeah, we got to out cryptic the cryptic people. Got a little bit more information about the Mother of Visions, and a little bit more history on Orpheus. At the same time, Morgan and Cassidy went to investigate the pseudo date of the creepy government agency that took over the coffee shop. Said government agency tried to attack MK and myself. It went very poorly for them. A guy got salsa'd on the street and left behind a thumb drive, which through the thumb drive we discovered that the shadow government agency trailing us this time is the NSA.
Very being mild understatement.
I believe that was the fact that it was the NSA was the last thing found out from last week's session. Alright. So I believe all of you are sitting at the house at 112 Rosemary. And you find on the thumb drive 3 letters spelling out NSA.
And our life sucks.
Well, some of you are dead.
I will continue to sift through the files and see what intel I can find.
A lot of the intel looks garbled. Like it was, like the encryption that it was under was trying to erase part of it when you secured it. Mostly what you get is files having to do with money transfers from several shell accounts, eventually working their way through until they reach this person.
This person being the guy who had the drive?
Yes. Sorry guys, give me 1 minute. For some reason my computer is just going absolutely apeshit.
Stop the computer.
Maybe it needs a Snickers.
No, it's something.
Don't talk about food right now.
Something's taking up literally all of my CPU right now, and so you guys are lagging a bit.
I noticed you hiccup once or twice, but I thought it was my Discord being.
No.
Same
Close. I don't need. Maybe that'll help. Okay. So, that's what you find on that drive.
Do any of the accounts we had we perused when we were trying to trace the money for the drug groups?
You don't see any overlap.
Oh, wasn't there something to do with the numbers I foresaw?
Which numbers?
The 318. Or
318 was what you had in the vision where the little girl was picking flowers.
Yes.
318 does not seem to come up in a meaningful way in any of these files.
No, it was 318 people dead from. Excuse me. Oh,
Yeah, 318 people died from the strychnine poisoning.
That sad moment you get when you realize you've lost your notebook with all of your visions and bullshit in it. Life is hard, my friends.
Indeed.
I was taking Harrison for a walk during this.
Hang on. Still trying to figure out what's causing all of the issues right now. You should not be taking that much CPU. Discord's just being stupid right now. I don't know what's going on. Alright. That should be a little better. Okay. You said you were taking Harrison for a walk, MK? Okay.
Yeah, poor Pupperdoodle probably needs to go out.
Fair enough. You walk around the neighborhood. Are you going anywhere specific?
Just around the block, like staying close enough that if something happens, I can get back up.
Okay. It is late at this point. After midnight. At one point, the landline phone rings. Computer, what the hell is going on?
It doesn't like you because you touch yourself at night? Did I make a joke?
I'm running into issues where something is hopping. It's Discord, in fact, is hopping out the CPU, and it's never done this before.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
I haven't restarted it in a week. That might be part of it, but again, nothing's changed.
Oh, I was just going with the usual IT fix. I don't know why, but I have Backstreet Boys on my brain right now.
Continue to roleplay amongst yourselves while I figure out what's going on.
Did I get back from my walk with Harrison? Nothing happened?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
I picked up the phone. Who's on the other end?
Well, he's doing something, so let's roleplay amongst ourselves. Well, Eben fixes the thing. We can exchange information, because while we can see through other people's eyes, we should at least attempt to communicate. You know, I read your mind. Someone said we need to stop looking at each other's moments of life. So that means we have to use verbal communication. I wonder who that was.
Not just verbal. I mean, if they're obviously having some moment or something, you can't just, like, invade. I mean, I think that's reasonable, but...
I don't think anything that has happened to us within the last few months has been reasonable.
I am currently safe, contemplating the life of the USB drive. This is a safe thing to do.
But I
Right,
did
the
make sure
safest
to
thing you've ever done.
put that radio and on that frequency in your bedroom.
I didn't want a booty call. I wanted, like, a date.
Booty calls can equal dating eventually, right? Lee, back me up here.
But not
There's
on
a
the
difference?
first date.
There's a difference?
Yes, Lee, there's a difference.
I used to live in a biker bar. What do you expect?
It's why Lee never had a second date. Cassidy, can you go from giving a booty call to dating?
I just wanted a date.
mean,
not
like,
a booty call.
One booty call, or like it's a repeat offense?
Well, Morgan's upset that I didn't hook her up with a date, hook her up with a booty call by leaving that radio on that frequency in her room. I'm arguing though that well, he's dead, so like he's
That hasn't
probably
stopped
not.
other people.
Yeah, but it's more of a he's probably not just interested in sex. He wants to have a conversation and enjoy the meaning of oblivion, eternity with another individual.
He's a radio personality. I'm sure he likes to talk.
And someone who is on death row.
Technically, wouldn't he not be on death row anymore now that he's dead?
You are
So
Morgan, you have a
It's you have to look at my whole family and then step back and realize, yes,
I mean,
there is a
there's-
fucking type.
I mean, there is a member of your family I'd like to look at.
Okay, guys,
I mean,
we're gonna pause real quick because I'm gonna close Discord and try to restart it and see if that helps. So we're
Morgan's
gonna be
brother's hot.
we're gonna jump to our intermission screen real quick, and we'll be right back when that comes back on, and I'll rejoin the conversation.
It hasn't
So
changed.
yeah, no, it really hasn't. So I just kept going back and forth between the two of them until I could touch his butt.
Welcome back, Evan.
Actually, no, I still thought you were muted.
yeah, your video is still your little chibi thingy.
Yeah, we still have your avatar. That's why I assumed you were still muted.
Do we have enough time for me to go get a glass of milk? Found out that green stew, very spicy.
It's called Green
Ren.
Hatchet. Nothing about that sounds kind. Throw a bag of weed on it and tell it you're a cop. It'll run pretty fast.
Tell
I
it
said
you're a cop.
throw a bag of weed on it and tell it you're a cop. It'll run really fast.
I'll pick it up. Hello?
Hello, sir. I forgot what the name to fuck the dude.
I have this feeling within like 5 minutes, you're probably going to want to hang up. Oh, is this Agent Fuckwad? It's
Yes!
Agent Fuckwad. Tell Agent Fuckwad he's busy.
He's currently indisposed.
Cassie has him tied up in his bedroom.
He's indisposed. Can I help you with something else?
Why am I being used as an excuse?
Why is Sinclair our handler? We are our own free, independent women plus Lee.
Better question, when the fuck did
Thanks.
we become the X-Men? Shh! You're not a part of this NPC!
The moment I chose, what's it called, Jean Grey's actress to be.
Well, what do you have in mind? We might be able to figure something out without him.
You are your own free, independent woman. You don't need no man. It's okay, Lee. You don't need no
Thanks.
man either.
Bubba will be sad.
My blog would say otherwise.
But he would have been as safe having it with Sinclair?
Okay, well,
No, not okay.
MK,
we
let her talk.
should probably not meet at Spooky Bruce. We might want to cross that one off the list for the time being.
Actually,
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, we might want to be wary of, like, anything. Because the cops obviously know a lot of shit about us. I have a feeling that even meeting up in person will probably be safe.
Let Mr.
How do we know this
Vincent
isn't an...
choose the location. We'll scout it.
How do we know it's not the NSA meat puppet talking to us?
Because he's DEA, right?
So, he's a DEA agent. Doesn't mean the NSA can't be like, you're gonna do this thing or else we're going to blackmail bag you and put you in a place no one will find you.
At this point, I'm just not trusting any
I
acronyms.
don't think that's how that works.
The NSA's mission is to protect the country. That's it. They have no guidelines. They can do whatever the fuck they want, whenever the fuck they want. all for national security.
Well, if you want to sit in the house with your thumb up your ass, what do you suggest?
We pick the location, and we don't show up. We do a drop. We don't need to actually meet. We do a drop.
You watch too many movies.
Yes.
Tell him we'll meet him at the kickstand. I'll know if people aren't regular.
We'll meet you at the kickstand. Is that alright? What time would you like? Alright, that works. Okay.
Whoa. Who's we? Who's we?
Wait a minute. We?
He hung up.
Motherfucker.
He hung up. This is now a thing. Who's we?
Well, we gotta do something at some point. I mean, we can't just hang around the house and...
Oh, I had a plan. I already had a thing I was planning on doing.
Why do we have to do anything
Researching?
involving acronyms?
Because last time we ignored them, we got put on a watch list.
We didn't ignore them.
I don't think we got put on a watch list because we ignored anyone. Let's be fair here. There was a lot of other reasons to put us on a watch list. My browser history is enough of a reason to put me on a watch list.
What the hell are you Googling?
You don't have to worry about it.
I can print it off for you if you want to know.
Probably a whole lot of
Dare.
porn,
Nah,
but...
nah.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I mean, I planned on going and getting myself lost in the woods looking for super old ghost. And hot brother.
Let's be fair. You completely turned around which one was your main objective.
No, because the only person who's old enough, ghost-wise, who's seen enough of this bullshit to tell us if this has happened before and what happened is somewhere out there in those goddamn woods.
So, alright. It would be a good idea to meet with her, yes. However, in order to solve the bigger problem here, we're going to have to team up with someone else. We're just one group.
These two jobs are not mutually exclusive. We can go talk with the crazy wood lady tonight, because she only seems to come out when we've been out there in the evenings. And we're not meeting with Agent Dipshit until tomorrow.
That agreeable?
Sure. Wait. Yeah, I was about to say, sleep is real, although I could go make coffee. Morgan, would you like some coffee?
She's offering you crack. That's what it is. It's not coffee. Let's be real. Whatever it is you
How far
offer...
is the drive out to the woods? That's a good nap.
Yeah, we can get some sleep in on the way. Just put some sunglasses on me and I'll be in the driver's seat.
Driving?
But I'm at full willpower. Or, not full willpower, my allotted willpower.
Well, wait, 5 at night or 5 in the morning? Are we meeting Agent Dickweed?
The biker bar is not open at 5 in the morning. This isn't college.
I don't know what time the biker bar's last call is. I thought he wanted to meet at last call.
About 2?
So,
MK,
new
there's a
suggestion.
reason alcoholics drink alone. Because none of the bars are open for them to drink in public.
New suggestion. New suggestion. We get some sleep, and then we stake out the bar to make sure that they're not setting up a trap. If you excuse me, I gotta go yell at my bitches. Meow.
I honestly think that oh fuck, I just had a brain meltdown and I can't remember his name. Lee. Holy fuck, he's sitting right next to me and I just had a brain meltdown. I can't remember my husband's character's name.
Lee.
I think Lee will be able to tell if something was wrong.
Either way, I know this is really weird for me to be saying this, but I should probably sleep before I bring the old ass book to the old ass ghost to ask her about old ass history.
Yes, because you run on coffee.
Okay, MK, go get sleep.
I ran out of coffee.
Go get sleep, and then we'll deal with it.
No, I don't want you guys to leave without me. I want to go see Morgan's half brother.
We're not going anywhere.
Do we need to put on the radio too?
Oh,
I'm fairly certain we'll be good for a night.
Okay. Don't forget to turn on your radio, Morgan.
It's already on.
Because I'm just assuming Sinclair has Netflix. If he's not, then I log into my Netflix account and I put on a Supernatural marathon for Cassidy. Don't even bother going up to my bed, just flop down on the couch face first.
Yes, in my own bed, and realizing we should probably have a sleep check for,
Yeah.
we should have a sleep check for MK every, 24 hours.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time MK actually slept.
Oh, it's been a while. Well, a show was put on for me, and then the entire couch was taken up.
I'm assuming there's chairs.
But the couch is taken.
You could. We don't have the thirst meme yet. Or we don't have the thirst emote yet.
Here's a thought. I have to actively try to go through furniture, right? I said thought, not thought. I have to actively try and purposefully go through furniture. But no matter what, unless I'm manifested, I can't physically touch people, right? I'm doing it anyway. I'm sitting right in the middle of the couch, which is right in the middle of MK's ass. Just to prove my point of the fact that she took up the entire couch when she has a bed.
Oh no, it wasn't even like curl up and like get comfy and cozy. Like I turn on the TV, I turn, and then just flop.
Also, I just
I'm actually going to head over to the kickstand, check the dead drops, kind of see if any. Now that we have named it as a location, see if anything of the normal routines are being disrupted. Anything at the dead drop about the cult that I put word.
Damn it. I just realized that I've been muted this entire time.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Does that mean we've been muted?
No, you guys have been coming through this entire time because I've been watching the desktop audio spike when you guys talk, but I've been muted since I came back. Great. But I've got all of your voices.
So
Only thing that matters.
Rick, no, they didn't get the phone call if he's not on it. So, okay, we're meeting with Vincent at the kickstand in a little while, and probably going to go meet old ass lady in the forest.
She who walks in the forest, basically.
Walks in the shadows?
Yes. There's nothing at the drop at the kickstand. There is nothing that seems really out of the ordinary. It seems like your average biker bar at night. They still have Halloween decorations up, but that's normal. I mean, like, knowing the kickstand and your experience with it, they don't take their Halloween decorations down until they have to put Christmas decorations up.
Alright.
Is there any teeth on the floor?
No, there are no teeth on the floor of the kickstand.
Skittish just wanted to know that. Skittish
Skittish
never
is
been.
sleeping.
Okay, night night.
I usually go when MK is sleeping.
No, MK
I'm
didn't
good.
want to know this. Skittish wants to know. She's never been in a biker bar.
Okay. I'm actually gonna try taking the power lines back to the house. So
The power lines? Oh, you're using Broadband Ghost? Okay. Forget exactly what the vitality cost is for that. I had it all written down. I can't get to it right now because it's in my Discord, and I can't click off of my Discord screen, or else
I'm
you guys will
currently
disappear.
reading what you wrote. It doesn't actually have a vitality cost to travel. It has a roll.
Okay.
Basically, you use the 0 point to become electricity and then travel.
Okay. So, what you'll do then is, if we're not going to make you roll for this one because we just want to keep things moving along. You managed to make it home pretty easily. It's not hard. You just have to catch a couple of junctions. You do have to double back at least once because you missed something. But you end up making it home pretty easily. Appearing, how do you appear? Like, what appliance do you come out of?
I come out of the coffee machine.
Fair enough. When do you come back?
Probably around 3. I'll probably hang out at the kickstand for about an hour after last call, and then head out.
Alright. You pop out. Cassidy is still sitting and watching Supernatural. Morgan is asleep, and MK is snoring on the couch. A dainty, proper snore. Unless anybody has anything
Damn
else.
straight.
Unless anybody has anything else to do, we will jump to the next morning.
Oh my god,
Wake
she
up.
sounds like a truck. Turn up the volume.
Manifest just to turn up the volume.
You realize how many times I probably had to manifest in the middle of the night just to hit continue because Netflix is like, "Are you okay?"
Are you still watching?
No, I'm dead. Keep playing.
With that said, though, if you ever want a game that is concerned about you, play Detroit Becoming Human. Because the intro screen menu chick talks to you and asks you if you're okay.
Don't spoil anything for me. I'm going to play that. I don't know when I'll ever be able to afford to own it, but I want to play.
I want it so bad.
I will save you the trouble. Just read the book iRobot.
No, I didn't like the book of iRobot.
Then
Don't
you
tell
won't
me.
like Detroit Become Human. Because it's a better version. It's a worse version than iRobot.
Hey, Adam Conover.
Don't you ruin.
Shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's a beautiful game, and get fucked.
So the next morning comes. Sorry, I distinctly hate the dude who made that game, so I hate him and everything he stands for. Moving on.
Waking up, not
Wake up.
even paying attention that Cassidy was in my back.
But thank you.
Because Cassidy was in my butt, because the coffee gods have cried for a sacrifice, and I must sacrifice the beans and the water and the Red Bull.
The beans, and the water, and the Red Bull. What time do you get up?
Probably like 8:30. When my body's like, hey, we're awake now.
Morgan, what time do you get up?
Probably a little shortly after her once I hear her stirring.
Praise the coffee gods.
So we're gonna jump ahead, skip ahead, unless you guys want to do something with the downtime. When are you planning on going to the woods?
Probably like a little bit afternoon. So
Shortly after MK is caffeinated.
okay, I was about to say early enough that it's not super, super cold, because cold is a thing, but we still have light, because light is a thing.
It is rather chilly because it is early November.
Coffee, breakfast, shower,
Whenever they're ready,
clothes.
I'll go get the.
So, I assume everybody's going.
Of course the whole Scooby gang is going.
-2.
Rat roll.
Are you taking Scooby? I mean Harrison.
No, but I definitely let him outside to run and play. Does Sinclair have a dog door, or...
He doesn't really have a dog door. He's got a backyard.
Okay, no,
big,
it's...
But...
I let Harrison go out and play, and I feed him, and I do the dog thing.
Okay. So you guys head for the woods then. Who is going in body?
I'm going in body. I'm also bringing the old-ass book.
Okay.
And my notes of the old-ass book.
Morgan, I assume you are also going in body?
Yes.
I make sure that we pack a couple drones in the van before we leave.
Okay.
Water.
Van,
Water's real.
Says Miss Coffee.
Grab water. Granola bars. Comfy shoes.
Just to rub them in Cassidy's face.
No, I gotta go hiking in the woods. I want some fucking comfy shoes. Cassidy can make her own comfy shoes. She knows how to do it. Sinclair was trying to tap her for that ability.
He's trying to tap her for a lot of reasons.
Cassidy changes her outfit to look like Dean from Supernatural's outfit. I want to drive. I want to.
We're taking the SUV.
Changes outfit into Sam's outfit. I don't want to drive.
You're gonna pout. You're gonna pout.
Look, it's a pouting moose.
So, are you gonna
But, yeah,
manifest
no.
to drive the SUV, or are you gonna inhabit? Like,
Actually, on the way out there, I will let one of them drive. I will so
I'll
we can
go
save the
ahead
vitality.
and drive.
okay. It's about a 2-hour drive, not that far.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer.
$5 says she's just saying that, or she's just saying that in her head, not actually singing it.
Either way, y'all get to listen to it.
As you drive up there, the route is a bit winding and circuitous. The good news is that it's the day, and it's kind of bright. You don't see very many specters out and about. They all seem to be not gone. You see a few fetches patrolling here and there, but they don't seem to be active. Things seem to be rather quiet, right? Make it out to the site. There's the ranger station. You remember this is where you had to drop off all those kids. You see the ranger station, and then you have the nature trails going off into the woods.
So, should we split up? Like, there's no...
No.
We didn't say,
No.
hey, this
No.
is how we call you guys.
No.
No.
How about Miss Little Perfect Memory takes us back to where we explored last?
Sure! Yeah! I can totally get back there.
You have eidetic memory?
I do. But I also have no sense of direction.
This is gonna be great. Remind me what that flaw does again?
Can't.
I don't remember. All I remember role-playing it, I did it once.
Give me 1 second here, I'm gonna look that up.
What was the flaw?
No sense of direction.
I was gonna see if I had it because I have a cheat sheet.
While you look that up, I'm gonna let my bratty children outside.
Turning around in a circle is enough to get you lost. Increase the difficulty of all rolls by 2 when they involve directions, reading a map, or making your way through all but the most familiar territory.
How about Morgan just finds the way?
Do you have eidetic memory as well?
No, but I cannot get lost as easily.
Alright, Morgan's gonna lead the way. MK, you tell us if it looks familiar.
Sure!
Alright. Trying to retrace your steps. Morgan, give me a roll here. Let's call it wits. Survival. Difficulty 7.
Can I assist her?
No. In this case, no.
Seriously? Fuck that. I'm gonna re-
Shit. There you go. The brush is thick, and it's a bit harder to work your way through because it is fall. There's a lot of fallen leaves. A lot of the underbrush has long since lost most of the green and is now various shades of brown. So it's actually hard for you to actually work your way through. You do manage to retrace your steps for the most part, making way deep into the woods, away from the ranger station, away from civilization. You manage to make it to the hollow where you were with the kids. Basically where you had to kind of regroup before leading your way back out of the woods, and where you split paths from your brother and his crucible. You make it there in pretty good time. What do you do?
We don't
So-
have a way to contact them.
What was Morgan's brother's name? Because I would would remember this. Sean? Sean! Just starts walking around calling out for Morgan's brother.
Okay.
Were we supposed to be looking for a completely different person?
Well,
They work together.
yeah. I'm assuming it's kind of like, if I really wanted to find one of you guys, or if someone wanted to find one of you guys, they could find me first.
True.
Yeah, I'm still betting that I was totally calling it on the wrong order of which person you were looking for more.
Well, I don't know. It is.
Ooh.
Look, we made a deal. She can't get mad about us hitting on her brother anymore because we tried to hook her up with that booty call.
You call into the woods and it echoes.
I think we should split up.
Final
think
words
you're
of
gonna
every
die.
horror movie.
It's not like we can't find each other again. We're in each other's minds.
Yeah, so, we can all watch you die.
I come back. I get one more. Remember?
It's not how this works. Not how any of this is supposed to work.
Supposed to is a weird concept.
Let's just keep going, and we'll see if we can find.
Go walk through the woods and look for signs of the Blair Witch Project.
A large ping might work better than a voice.
I feel like a large ping could also bring a lot of other attention from elsewhere.
It's an idea. Never said it was a good idea, I just said it was an idea.
I mean, I could make a large ping right here.
I think some porn starts off with that one.
you could also look at the area which they've looked back with your crazy reverse sight and see where they went.
Well, yeah, that's what I was suggesting I do.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your lady boner.
Is it is the area still sculpted like they had it?
It
Back
hasn't
in-
been changed from when you last saw it. It's basically a creek bed that has been washed out around a tree, leading to a small kind of hollow cave.
Oh, we're not at the Glen.
No, you are not at the Glen.
Yeah, I can try to see if they've been here the past few days.
That might be a better lead than us wandering around.
Okay. I will meditate and leave my body. Because
Okay.
who needs that meat suit? And then I am doing a forebode.
Okay.
Un momento. There's a lot of book to go through before I get to powers.
And it's not very well optimized.
I'm going to spend 3 vitality, so it gives me 1 month.
Okay.
And I'm going to go a month in the past.
All right. You close your eyes and feel yourself drifting backwards, seeing visions of what has passed here before. Going back a month. The place seems to come back to life slightly as you backtrack your way through October and back into September. You see various people coming through here, hikers, campers, everything from families coming through, just hiking through here, to people coming by because they need a quiet place to smoke weed and fuck. It's about 2 weeks ago you see Sean moving through the area. He seems to be tracking on his own, heading deeper into the woods away from the ranger station.
2 weeks ago, he went that way.
Okay, that's at least a direction.
Onward to adventure.
Okay. Tracking your way through the woods takes a little bit longer because you're not really remembering a path and choosing a path, you're just kind of going. After about 20 minutes of walking, Discord freezes. After about 20 minutes of walking, the GM has to get back to his screen. Find the right. You see a shape sort of appear out of the brambles.
Get ready to party.
He kind of fades in from the tree line itself, standing directly in your path. It's your brother.
There you are. Make us walk all over to find you.
What are you doing here?
We need help.
All
We're
right.
looking for your friend?
Which friend? I've got a lot of them.
She who walks in shadows? I've got something tapping my bag that I think she can help me with.
All right. Where's the other guy?
Did anyone else hear Evan? Was that just me? He is in need of rescuing.
Well, what's wrong with him?
Once you go down the path of darkness, it's so hard to come back.
Oh,
He's a specter now.
He ate a guy.
I thought you said he needed to be
She
rescued.
ate a lot of guys. Yes, it's our destiny to do so.
But you can't.
Sure you can.
But you can't.
Well, we have other
You say
questions
these words, but I know we can.
How do you know that you
Because my future involves him.
All right. If
Welcome to
If the
party.
Banshee says something's going to happen in the future, it tends to happen.
coming from behind her, or behind Sean, stepping like a deer, comes she who walks in shadow.
I'm not gonna lie, she terrifies me.
Maybe you shouldn't
She
argue with
should.
this one.
She kind of just steps out. He's looking at all of you.
Hello again.
One moment, I gotta go yell at my brats.
See, Sean kind of looks at her and then looks back. What's up? What can we do for you?
The one with the questions just went to yell at the brats.
Yeah. Quick! While she's gone, hit on her brother, Cassidy!
And that's when Cassidy and Sean walk off from the forest.
Yes.
I think MK has the questions, correct?
I was curious if you've seen the events that are happening currently before. And I pull out the book.
She's
I know.
blinked. She. Go ahead. Sorry.
I know that this has happened, these storms. This is not the first one.
She's looking at you. Sean is the one speaking, though. Well, it depends on your point of view. At a certain point, it's all it's, yes, it is, oh shit. I come up with a better way to phrase this. I'm sorry. I'm falling apart at this point.
It's
I'm
okay.
gonna find a comfy rock to go sit on because I have a feeling this conversation's gonna take a while.
Depends on your point of view, really. Because to some, he points to her, it's the same thing that's just been happening continuously.
And I'll flip to, like, some of the pages I've translated. Do you have any idea what any of this means? The beast that shall rise up and eat the city of the dead.
She steps forward and is looking down at the book and what you have written. Again, this is Sean talking. She can't understand what your language, what you have written, but she's heard of what you're talking about. Garul?
Yes, I've found his name multiple times in this.
He looks at her, and they seem to have a conversation in looks. And it's very obvious.
I told you they can do the thing we can do.
It's very obvious that they are on a hive mind. As this is going on... I
now know how annoying we are.
As this is going on... One second. Two other people step out of the woods.
Aw, so cute.
These people would be recognizable to you. Especially to Cassidy.
Is that her brother?
Yes.
That was my brother and the young lady that I was, that all of my Orpheus money was.
Yeah. She is, like, your brother is a ghost. Or is, like, stepping out as out of body. You don't know if he's dead or not. And you see Lexi stepping out of her body.
Does she just shop at the hospital?
If you weren't already dead, I would kill you for that.
I want you to know, if they try to take this book from me, I'm gonna kill everyone in this forest.
They kind of look at each other. Where's the other guy?
He's the Spectre.
But we'll save him.
He's a Spectre too? Sinclair's gone Spectre too?
Wait, what?
No.
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 Sinclair just went for a walk. He hasn't come back yet.
Shit. What is it with you guys?
What's that supposed to mean?
Every crucible that has been in that city has lost someone. You guys apparently have lost two.
We didn't lose Sinclair. He went for a walk.
To be fair,
emotions are hard.
He's just misplaced currently.
And we know where Guy is. I know where Guy is. And we're gonna save him. So.
They're lost. Yes, they're lost.
As you say, we're going to save him. The woman, she who walks in shadows, perks up her head and says something in French. And you can tell it's very emphatic what she's saying.
You guys realize we lost the one person who speaks French?
Yes, unfortunately.
And Sean looks at her and says, "What you're talking about is impossible."
MK,
his destiny.
choose your battles. Figure out the book. Think happy thoughts. Think coffee thoughts.
The uncrowned monarch shall return to the city of the dead.
Sorry, the laugh in the back.
Goddamn roommates. Goddamn roommates.
No,
Goddamn it, Morgan.
I've been watching a lot of, like, paranormal stuff recently on Netflix, and, like, the disembodied laughter after somebody says something is generally the, oh shit, it's demonic.
So welcome to my house. How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Okay, thanks for asking.
That's my Joey Tribbiani impression.
Yeah.
It was, you know what? It worked, because it was a little odd and uncomfortable when Joey did it, too.
Well, that's just me, odd and uncomfortable.
No, just the moment.
So, she kind of is looking at you. You get this expression on it. Roll me a wit sympathy test.
You mean that thing? That's my testful for my skill, my...
Okay, perception empathy.
You mean that other thing I stacked myself?
Yeah. Difficulty 6.
That moment where you didn't put down the roll algorithm?
I think in the Discord, it's pinned. You get the looking at her face and the tone in her voice. She sounds almost offended that you would bring up the idea of redeeming a specter. But it's less of a it is the Texan equivalent of bless your heart. So
I'm not gonna keep pushing this, but I ain't letting this go.
So she's like, she just kind of looks at Sean. He shrugs his shoulders.
Grawl is coming, and grandmother is here.
Grandmother never left. She's
But
always been here. She's just been asleep for a long time.
But she is moving, and she is moving currently. The murders were her plan.
I wouldn't know if they were directly her plan. Think of it like this. It's the person in charge says, I want a thing. Then the other people who listen to the person in charge figure out the plan on how to do it. Like he look. This is Sean looks at you, MK, and just shrugs. Brendan kind of rubs the back of his head and is just like, "Look, we can barely make sense of what she says as it is."
I don't need you to make sense for it. I just need you to tell me what she says.
I'm telling you. Lexi is standing over here. It's like, we're telling you everything we know that she relates to us.
Okay. Thank you for the information. I am sorry I made us hike through these goddamn woods.
Well, things seem to be coming to a head. If things do get worse in the city, would your group be willing to come into the city to help us if we need it?
We were there when the strychnine poisonings happened. We'll be there when people call us or need us.
Is there an easier way to contact you other than walking out here?
They kind of look at each other. Kate knows how to find us.
Okay.
She's
Have
the
you
most
heard recently from Kate?
about
I tried to contact her the other day.
about a week ago. She was doing something involving Tom Hayes. They all three of them kind of swivel and look at she who walks in shadow, and it, like, she kind of looks back at them. And Brennan says, "She apparently has the same attitude you do. That apparently specters can be saved."
It's
Then I
nice.
guess
It's nice to know someone believes in me. If there is a possibility for us to exchange information from what I can dissect from picking the tome, I will, of course, give it to you guys if you want it.
We live more in the present, less in the past. Past is very, very painful.
The problem is, time is not a circle. It's
From the back, as you were
look.
talking, interrupting you, Lexi from the back of the group says, "A wibbly wobbly ball of timey wiminess."
Yes. My past is your future. Your present is my past.
Chesty, was that in character?
Yep, because Cassidy is so untrusting of acronyms. I don't even trust the BBC right now.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Totally gets the reference. But, you know, that whole vision that was then Crow's future dream, yeah.
So as you say that, she who walks in shadow fades back into the forest, leaving you only with the other three.
Well, thanks for coming to our TED Talk, guys.
thank y'all. Really.
We're not really the ones to thank. Brennan points at Sean. He's the one who came and found me.
Would it be bad to ask Cassidy's brother if he's dead or not?
Lexi looks directly at you, MK, and says, "For the record, your sister's baby is healthy. They're safe."
Thank you. I had no doubt that my brother would protect the rest of my family.
He, I won't say he's okay, because no one really is after they... He's still in his body.
Can you repeat that, Evan? You, cut out for the last part.
He's still in his body.
What's that supposed to mean?
He's still alive.
Yes, I know. That's why I told them not to contact me so they can stay that way.
He used.
God fucking damn it. My family can't catch a fucking break. I mean, half of them get fucking blown up.
This is the
You say this, and
conversation.
Sean just looks at you.
Yes?
Sean looks at Morgan.
She knows. She fucking knows.
She didn't blow up my family. Some asshole from, who was it again? I remember.
He was, as far as you could tell, he was working alone.
I know she didn't do it. Some ghost up bullshit organization crap hole stole my family as a way to get me into a trap. And guess what? That shit worked. A can of salsa will never be appetizing ever again.
They were like burnt sausages.
Sinclair was the sauce.
I will ruin food for everyone.
I mean, I need to lose weight, so that works.
I'm on a broth diet right now, so everything y'all are fucking saying sounds fucking delicious. Don't do this.
Well,
So tomorrow's Taco Tuesday, and I'm gonna make chicken fajitas. Hey, chat. Post your favorite food.
everybody in
Oh,
chat,
you
post your
bitch.
favorite food. If you have emojis, throw food emojis.
Fair warning, she's stuck on this diet for almost for another 2 weeks.
I'm so sorry for you, Warfox.
Live vicariously through your Skyrim characters. Eat all the food.
All the cheese. All the
all
time.
the cheese wheels. And then the Dragonborn consumed 8 cheese wheels!
So we weren't gonna get on him for stealing those.
Brendan
But yeah.
looks at Cassidy and says, yeah, good family reunion, huh?
Actually, to be fair, this probably went better than any of our other family reunions would have gone.
You know that mom and dad have kind of disowned me now, right?
That seems to be a thing they do. I don't know why they would do it to you.
Because I ran away. This is okay. Apparently somebody burned down the school.
That one would be me.
I was about to say, we may have had something to do with that.
Something.
He looks
I was
at
the fire.
you, Lee. What the fuck?
And it was a Spectre hellhole.
Yeah. To be fair, your school was like...
They were making Spectre food.
Yeah. You remember that, like, insane amount of supernatural stuff that I used to have? The massive amount of supernatural collectibles I had was basically your school with specters.
What? That makes a lot more sense, actually.
It was a factory to make Spectre food.
And then it was a burned down factory to make Vector.
That we, got Sinclair killed at.
Why did you have to mention that part? We were going so well with this. I think you had to mention that part.
You
we
say
look
that.
like badasses.
And
Because we
Sean,
need to fucking own that.
Sean's kind of blinking. I can see why he went on a walk now.
It's been a busy couple of weeks.
Oh no, you know how you guys can do that thing? We can do that thing, and we really need to stop doing that about our dating life.
Just.
They just look at each other.
Just. Oh, fucking God, this is a train wreck.
I mean, aren't you happy I got you that guy's radio frequency? Directed that at Morgan.
Right now.
Whoa.
Fuck?
What is going on? Radio frequency?
You want the long or the short version?
No, how about
Your
no?
sister might be screwing Radio Free Death.
They don't even have a fucking radio. No.
Lexi, who is still standing at the back of the group, goes, "Ha!" Turn the
Son
radio
of a
up.
bitch. Really, guys? Really?
To which
Would that make
Brendan
it
laughs and
radio
goes,
free head?
"Does she turn it on and rip the knob off?"
No, because Radio Deadhead can walk through wavelengths and electricity.
Brendan says that, and you see Sean just reach over and like whack him upside the head.
That's not nice. You should use your words, not your hands.
All right, I'll use my.
Says the lady that
I'll use my
screamed a
fucking
water
words.
tower into piles of kindling.
Cassidy, right? This is Sean Cassidy, right?
Yeah.
Do I have permission to hit your brother again?
So we shouldn't mention that Cassidy was, like, the reason Sinclair walked about was because Kim and Cassidy were having a, like, thing
No.
that I commented
Because
on.
it kind of happened because of you, MK.
To be fair, I don't trust that my brother can handle a lot more head trauma, so please don't.
Well, I can vouch, head trauma as a ghost really doesn't affect you that much.
I mean, we have seen Lee jump out of buildings into cars.
He's kind of like rubbing Brendan's rubbing the back of his head, and he's like, "Ow, man, I'm gonna feel that when I go back to my body."
Hey, that answered my question!
Oh, good. So we've confirmed you have a body.
Lexi, yeah, he's the lucky one.
And that answers our other question.
He's the only one out here with one.
We're really sorry.
It just means that he's not looking. What?
Cassidy, do you need us to give you a moment with Lexi alone? If you need that, I will get these boys to walk away. Trust me.
I put my feet up on another rock and get comfortable.
I'd be cool with going back to the Glen of me.
I think we'll have to take care of that another time. I just can't today. Mm-mm.
Cassidy is white girl. She cannot even right now.
Cassidy's beyond normal white girl can't even. Cassidy is...
Can
Oh
she
my god,
odd?
Cassidy can't even odd right now.
Cassidy is all the Starbucks have shut down in a 5-mile radius.
And she misplaced her
MK games her?
Uggs, and
So, I think it's time for us to part ways after, spilling everything.
I mean, it wasn't everything. I could keep going.
No, how about no?
I mean, I can mention all of this you did to my head. Gesturing to my haircut.
No?
I just look over to Sean and Brandon. See what I gotta deal with?
After everything you just said, I'm kind of proud of it.
Brendan looks back at Lee and says, "At least they all speak English."
Yeah, the French guy ain't here no more.
Yeah, at least there's that. You don't have to smell him anymore.
That was mean.
It was true.
He bathed near the end.
I don't know why, but that's like the funniest thing from tonight. It was the tone. He bathed near the end. He had this quavering lip.
Thank you for your time and your patience. I promise we're not this much of a train wreck. I mean, we did take out an NSA agent the other day.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
we
All
are
right,
this much of
all
a
right.
train wreck.
What the fuck are
Why
you
are
going
you
on about?
Just shut her mouth. Someone just shut her mouth.
Seriously, you're like an NSA wet dream.
I thought that was you,
I
Cassidy.
didn't know I mean, yeah. Didn't you have a date with one?
That we stood up.
Yeah, I showed up with a cock. I don't know what more you want from me.
God, I just used the royal we. Oh,
So I
look
have
at
to
the
know though,
other
did
three that aren't-
Cassidy helicopter?
No, Cassidy didn't actually make a penis.
I'm gonna look at the other three kids. Well, if you guys ever make it into town and want to stop for a drink, I can get you I can get you free drinks at the kickstand after hours. Then you can hear all the stories of the insanity that is this crucible.
No thanks. We have enough insanity on our own.
what time do we need to go meet Mr. What's his face?
Oh, Agent Dipshit is at 5.
At 5.
Okay, we're not gonna be late, are we?
It's currently like not even noon.
Okay, good. But
I
yeah,
guess we're gonna leave before I continue talking.
Seems like
Yeah.
a good idea.
it's good seeing you again, brother.
Stay alive. After all, you're the last one left. Can't inherit the farm, back in the old country if you kick the bucket.
That's true.
He fades off into the trees.
I'm sorry, guys. I got nervous. He's really cute.
So you just start spouting things?
I don't know how to talk to guys. Have you met my parents? Oh, wait, they're dead.
Oh,
Didn't
I made
we
myself
have,
sad.
This whole, meeting at your school, screw before you died?
Because now she can't get her degree.
Look, if I can get my degree, that matters more. Fuck fucking.
Alright, let's just go.
The other two fade off into the trees.
Sorry about your friend, Cass.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
What do you do?
Let's go back to the car.
Okay.
Stopping at MK's body along the way.
You make it back to the car. It's an uneventful trek through the woods.
We could just, beat them to the kickstand. They can't set up an op without us, already being.
If you guys want to do that, I'd like to head home first so I can continue my research. Plus, you gotta go pick up the toy remote car just in case.
They already loaded that in the van.
The ones that are in the...
No, the drones are in the van. Said nothing about the toy race car.
Fair.
The drones work fine. Honestly, now, as long as you keep the car radio on, we're okay.
I've got a BRB for a second. I need food. My stomach is shaking my esophagus, and it's like...
That's actually a good point. Let's take a break. We're gonna take about, it is, let's see, 9:32 right now. We can take a quick 10-minute break. We'll come back at, let's call it a little longer. We'll come back at 9:45. So it's about 13 minutes. Let's see here. I will put up some nice creepy music in the background. Let's see. Alright, we will be back here in just 15 minutes. And we're back. Before we continue, I do want to say, Dragon Cat, thank you very much for that resub. That is, let's see, 17 months subscribed to the channel. Let me get some love down there in the chat for Dragon Cat. I'm going to throw some myself.
Woo, Dragon Cat! Go Dragon Cat!
Along with all of my emotes, too.
But not the most important one.
Not yet. Soon, though. Soon. Alright. So. I'm assuming you guys are leaving the woods and heading back to the house. Or are you going straight to the kickstand?
Yeah, we'll head back to the house because some people wanted to be at the house.
Okay.
Who would like to go to the kickstand for the pre-meeting scouting, and who stayed at the...
Don't you start that bullshit, War Fox.
Nag, nag, nag.
I'm gonna stay at the house because
Okay.
I've had enough foot in my mouth today. He was really cute. This is how I flirt, right? This is how we flirt.
This is how we flirt. Sorry.
Badly.
I'll go to the kickstand.
Okay.
I'm assuming Cassidy will too when Dahlia gets
No.
back. And then when they leave, I'm gonna actually do a thing.
Okay.
So Sean's a thing now?
Well, it's... By the time you guys get back to the house, it's like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And your actual meeting is set for 5 p.m. So you have time.
Yep, like I said, not in a huge hurry.
When do you want to get to the kickstand?
I'm going to try to get to the kickstand by 3:34. I want to be there.
Okay. I assume you meant 3:30, between 3:30 and 4, not exactly 3:30, 4 p.m.
Yeah. There was a pause in there.
Okay. What are you spending the next couple hours doing? I assume MK is researching.
I'm going to be channel hopping the news, listening and see what's going on before Cassidy can get a hold of the Netflix again.
Currently on the news, the headlines that are not the talking heads. Pigment, despite earlier this month the massive amount of death with a tainted supply, Pigment is back on the rise. It's the designer drug that will not die. Literally. More and more people seem to be taking it, and it seems to be more reported cases involving those underage.
Hopefully we can try to cut down the frequency of the pigments.
Morgan, what are you doing?
I'm watching the TV and hearing what's going on.
Okay. Dahlia, what you missed. You're back at the house. Lee is channel surfing the news, and it is showing that pigment is back on the rise. There's especially a large amount of pigment large amount of the pigment overdoses that are coming in right now are for those underage. I assume, MK, you are researching?
This is how we do it.
Alright.
I am researching long enough until these people leave.
Okay, so that's about 3 hours worth of research. Cassidy, are you going with everyone else to the kickstand, or are you staying here with MK?
I'll stay and try my best to help checking out different news stations and
No, please leave. You're being distracting. Go away. Far away.
I'm going to the kickstand.
Okay. As all of you leave, MK, what are you doing?
So after they leave, I'm gonna go get either an Uber or something, because I'm assuming they take the SUV, and that's our one car.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go find a way to get myself back to where my family died.
Okay. You have eidetic memory. So, but you have no sense of direction. So you're
Yep.
gonna have to roll.
Yep.
Now she's obviously doing this, and the hive mind can tell what she's doing. So, if anybody's going to try and stop her or do anything,
MK, where you go?
I forgot something. I left something. I'm going to go retrieve it.
What
Your
could you
crucifix?
possibly have left?
I'm not pushing you about how you feel about your reunion. Let me do my thing, okay?
Okay, you get killed. Tell us.
of any
If I
game,
get
that
killed, I'll
makes
let you know.
any game that makes more sense now. So I'm gonna need you. There's no real navigation skill. Roll me wits survival. Difficulty 9.
You cut off. You said 9, correct?
Yes, difficulty 9.
Okay. Hey, how about that destiny roll?
I was gonna say.
And I'm going to spend 2 reincarnation.
Okay. Do it. You are not always this hopeless with directions. Alright, it's kind of difficult, but you manage to make it there to the site where your parents were killed, and most of your family. You see the remains of the farmhouse and the blown apart water tower.
I go retrieve my crucifix.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to sit there. I have my book with me. I have my notes. I'm just going to sit there for a bit and, mourn.
Okay. The rest of you show up at the kickstand. There's nobody really here. It's not open yet. What do you do?
I'm gonna go into the kickstand.
Okay. It's an empty, dark bar inside.
Yep, pretty much. I'm gonna go wait at my stool.
Okay.
I have nothing better to do.
That's one hell of a butt groove.
My butt grooving has a nameplate.
This is Lee's butt groove. What about the rest of you?
I'm sitting in the car because I can't go in.
Okay. Cassidy?
Cassidy goes into the bar as well and just stares longingly at the booze. She's just far too lazy to manifest to drink it.
Okay. Provided you don't do anything, this is what happens. The place opens at 4, so you have people start to come in pretty soon after you guys show up. The workers, opening the place up, getting everything ready to go, switching on the lights. They getting everything ready. At around 4, almost on the dot, when they open, people start showing up. This is their regular haunt. This is where they show up. It's during happy hour, so everybody's coming in and they're drinking, they're having fun. It's a bar, and it's it's happy hour, so it's pretty hopping. At around 4:30, a car shows up. And Morgan, are you still staying outside?
I will drop my meat in the car.
Okay. I will remind you guys that the DEA agents are in the flesh. They're probably going to want to deal with someone in the flesh.
Well, okay. I'll go ahead and go in my body then.
Okay. And around, like I said, 4:30, 4:45, a car pulls up. Vincent steps out along with another man. Vincent is carrying what looks like a packet of papers in a small, like accordion, folder. He steps through the front door. The guy with him goes up to the bar, sits down to order a drink, and he steps in. I should probably change the scene because I just realized that I'm still talking and it's the house.
Kickstand got a makeover.
Not that kind of makeover. Lost him. There he is. He is sitting in the corner over here. He's got the file in front of him. He just sits down, kind of leans back against the wall. He doesn't look at you, Morgan, or anything else. He seems to be watching the news.
I'll go up to the bar and order a whiskey, and then go sit down with him.
Miss Flanagan, it's good to see you.
Good to see you. So, what you got?
Nothing really complicated. Just need you to look into something more. Are you familiar with a place called Chains?
Yes.
Good, this should be easy. Come to find out that there's some people working there who we believe are connected to the pigment trade.
Oh, I know that.
Didn't we steal pigment from Chains for these people already?
Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah, we told them.
Wow, they suck at their jobs.
He opens up the file. So there's something that we've been holding back from the public. It won't go wide until next week. The poisoning on Halloween. Do you remember what it was called?
Pale horse, if I remember correctly.
Pale horse?
Pale Rider.
Pale rider. Yeah.
He pulls out some of the files and sets them down in front of you. Pale Rider was pigment that was somehow infused into temporary tattoos. It was, I'm not sure exactly how it worked, but apparently it was able to get through the skin through contact high. They slapped it on, it would get into their system. This would also encourage them to, much like ecstasy, they would want to rub up on people, feel physical sensations, which would then cause the pigment to spread. Now, we caught a whole bunch of the dealers who were using the Pale Rider directly after Halloween. But apparently there's a new type out there. They're calling it piggyback.
What's this one do?
Apparently this one makes people violent. Are you familiar with bath salts?
Yeah.
Think of that. Just as a tattoo. They get violent, they hit, they come into physical contact with somebody, they then pass the pigment on, causing that person to go violent and successive and so forth. It goes on and on and on until entire places are just full of people who are doing rather untoward things to each other.
I'm assuming at the end of the duration it kills them like Pale Rider.
No, this one apparently doesn't actually kill them. This one has no, as far as we can tell from the few toxicology reports we've been able to get, this one doesn't have strychnine in it, but we've only been able to get toxicology reports from victims. We haven't been able to get our hands on the actual tattoos. Now, we have tracked some of it. We think it's coming through Chains. We don't have enough for a warrant.
I can guarantee you it's coming through Chains.
What I'm asking, not telling, not ordering, what I'm asking is that you go into Chains, see if you can liberate some of the stuff and bring it to us. If you can do anything to harm their operation there, feel free. If you can get it to me, I can put in the paperwork to get a search warrant and bust the place.
Okay.
I would prefer if there were no bodies left on the floor. But, we understand if something happens.
What about bodies left in a bathtub? Is he okay with those?
We'll try to keep it to a minimum.
Oh, next time you see Sinclair, tell him I'm sorry about what happened to his sister.
What happened to his sister?
Did you not hear?
No.
No. It'll be his decision to tell you if he feels it's necessary.
Alright.
Do you have any questions for me?
I do.
Okay.
I know why the NSA is after Orpheus members.
What?
And the NSA is after us.
The NSA,
Yes.
the National Security Agency, is after you.
Yes. And that's not paranoia, that's actually no shit. They're after us.
Well, that's news.
Yeah, that hit us about the same.
Apparently, Alphabet Soup doesn't talk.
Of course they don't talk to each other. They're competing for tax dollars.
So, at least
Do you know?
giving you a heads up that this is happening.
Do you know why the NSA would be after Orpheus agents?
Because of Orpheus's history. Why in particular they want us now, I have no idea.
Do you have any proof of this?
Have him give you an email address. We can see if we can send some time.
Do you have a safe email address that we can send documents to?
I do.
We can give you proof.
He takes out a pen and he scrawls it on one of the folders. It's a series of alphanumerics.
Okay. But yeah, they're part of the reason we gotta avoid spooky brews for a little while.
Good to know.
They've got tech that looks like it should have come from Next World or
You think they're tangled up in Next World?
probably, to be honest.
Do you think that you maybe have some proof that they're tangled up with Terrell and Squib?
Terrell and Squib, yes. Next World, I don't know. Next World seems to be a whole bunch of just mercs.
Well, we have reason to believe that Next World has been infiltrated, or has infiltrated, some type of intelligence organization within the United States, but we're not sure which one.
Probably NSA then.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm worried about Terrell and Squib as the drug enforcement agency. Pharmaceutical companies like that have a tendency to what's the correct word? Rub me the wrong way?
Suppose.
But if you can give me that info that proves that they're after you, I'll see what I can do with it.
Okay. But yeah, other than that, not much. It's been
Alright. Keep in touch. You have my contact info.
okay.
You have a good day. He gets up to
You
leave.
too.
The other guy leaves the bar, and they leave together. What do you guys do?
I guess we should head back to the house and look over this new information, see what we're working with.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna head back out to the car.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish my whiskey and head that direction with the paper.
Is there anything else anybody's gonna do before they all head back to the house? MK, how long are you going to be out with your book and the crucifix?
Oh, for a while. I'll be there for a few hours.
Okay. When you get back to the house, everybody else, because MK's out reading. You get back to the house, begin going through the files. Inside is a photograph of the contact paper and what is believed to be the contact paper, and a photo of the piggyback tattoo. It looks like a grinning shark's maw. That looks very, very familiar. And that is where we will end the session. Alright, guys. Hope y'all had fun tonight, despite our audio and visual hiccups. Yay, nay?
Yay.
Yay!
We had a lot of really good role-playing tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and do XP real quick. Everybody gets one for showing up. Let's see. Role-playing XP. Everybody gets 2, because everybody has done a great job of role-playing tonight. All of you did an amazing job as far as I'm concerned. Especially that scene in the forest, which was absolutely great. Nominations for good role-playing all the way around. Chat, feel free to chime in on this.
Morgan.
Okay. Is there a specific reason you're nominating her?
Dude, there were moments where I'm just like, Iridel is going to come through this computer and she's gonna beat the shit out of me. And I can't, get upset with her because I deserve it.
I love that, because I deserve it. Alright.
Do I regret it? No.
I was gonna nominate MK as well. Because, yeah, that back and forth in the forest really kind of made me want to womp you a few times.
Alright. So, both of you guys get an extra one. No bravery XP, because you guys really didn't get into combat this session, which is fine. It was a roleplay heavy session. I enjoyed it. You guys really didn't... You didn't flex your character sheet muscles so much as you flexed your RP muscles, which is always more fun. So we'll move on to what did you learn? Lee, what did you learn?
That the big shadow government man is apparently a bunch of little people who don't actually talk to each other.
That's fair. Gain 1 XP for that. Morgan, what did you learn?
That the ever-present problem of chains has gotten bigger.
Bigger chains.
Yeah.
Alright. Gain XP for that one. Cassidy, what did you learn?
That my brother still has a body, but Lexi does not.
Beyond factual.
Surprise family reunions are awkward.
I'm pretty sure Cassie already knew all family reunions are awkward. Else would it be anything? I don't know if it would be a new thing for how much Cassidy is like distrusting all the acronyms. All the acronyms are evil to Cassidy at this point.
Even the BBC.
Even the BBC.
Alright, you'll gain 1 for that one. And then finally, Mary Kathleen, what did you learn?
Besides, I have absolutely no game.
Absolutely no game.
It's okay. It's okay. Skittish has characters that have Toad's game. MK learned that she does not give a fuck what anyone says. Like, fuck the wood lady. Fuck everyone who's like, no, we can't save Guy. I do not give a fuck what y'all say. We're saving Guy. In part because it's our fault he's this way.
Okay. Gain an XP for that one. Alright, guys. It was a good session tonight. I had a lot of fun. Let's go around one more time. I want my players to give them to reintroduce themselves, do their curtain call, and let them know where they can find you if they want to see more content from you. Let's reverse it and start back up the top of Skittish.
Hi friends, I'm Skittish Cat. I played Mary Kathleen O'Brien. You can find me at Twitter at Skittish Cat, all one word. I do art for this game and other LARP and tabletop thingamabobs that do the job, bippity boppity boo. And I will become more active on Twitter once I learn how to Twitter.
Alright, and just below Skittish we have Dahlia.
My name is Black Dahlia 42. I played Cassidy tonight. You can find me on Twitter at Black Dahlia 42 or Instagram at badwolf1024. I currently do not stream actively, so until that happens again, those are the only ways really to find me.
Alright, and then right underneath Dahlia.
I'm Airedale Bastion, and I play Morgan on this stream. I'm currently not streaming as, I just had my surgery.
And last but not least, we have...
I'm Warfox. I play Lee Blaylock on this stream, and this is about where the only place you can find me.
Alright guys, thank you very much
for
for
joining me. Are we an adventurous group?
We try to be. Except when you try to go tromping through the forest and lose your way. I am Evan Blade of Revan, and thank you all for joining Orpheus this evening. We've had a lot of fun. It's been an emotionally heavy night for our characters. Before we leave, though, I'm going to find somebody for us to send a raid to. Let's see here. But I want to thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for being here this evening. We've had a lot of fun. Hopefully we will be able to do this a little bit more often. I'm still getting used to my own sleep schedule, which is up in the air, so sometimes I have to go to bed early rather than do a game. But hopefully that will change in the not too distant future. Let's see who's on right now. You know, there's a person we haven't actually raided in a while. We're going to send a raid over to Sliced Raven. She is playing some DBD. Let's see here. So if you could just say hello to her, drop her a follow. She's a really awesome streamer. She is really welcome, really open. Just a great person overall. I enjoy her. And of course, you know, DBD. DBD is love. DBD is life. Dahlia can attest to that. Have you played any of the playtest server, Dahlia? How's that been going?
Do you mean for the new content?
Yeah, for the new content.
It's not open.
Oh,
for
I thought
this,
it was
for
open
this.
already.
No. It's because they did a weird thing this time. They announced like all the details of the new chapter before they've even launched the PTB. They've like never done that before, so it's throwing people off.
Nice. All right, guys, I'm gonna send you off her way. Thank you guys again for showing up. I hope you have a very, very good evening. Give Raven a little bit of love from me, and I hope to see you guys later on this week. Peace and love.